yourself a little run. I ain't gonna play it. We don't play small caps on Fridays, but it looks okay. ASLN, this is another one that's got some heat on it. Small caps on Friday is always a tricky one, but it's got a little bit on it. Apollo Global raises blah blah blah. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Mitchell, what's up, baby? Yeah, this is a buyout, so we're gonna need probably a little bit hotter play. Turkey Fridays, always a little bit hit or miss. Like, there'll be action. There was awesome action on Wednesday. There'll be action today. It's going to be a short day, so you got to hit your plays quick. You may have to hit them even with a little bit more gusto, and then, we have to shred out of this. Wednesday, the market was frankly really hot, so I'm expecting, even with today's gap down, like, there's the odds of us like kind of really rolling back too far is very small. One thing we've got to be really mindful of is that on Friday we hit the top of the Bollinger Band, and we're running really at a 97 stochastics on the market, which the market can stay overbought for months, so that doesn't really necessarily mean anything. But you are a little bit extended coming off the 20, back in the top of the band. So you can see now where we're opening, we're essentially just mid-range, right? We're gapping down a little bit, but we're not even breaking back from the lows of Wednesday. So as long as we hold the lows over Wednesday, I think, we're still in pretty much bull territory. Could we chop around today? Sure. That's always potential in the markets, especially when you get like such a big extension on Gobble Gobble Wednesday. But overall, I think the structure of the market is really holding up well. And this is turning to be, I would say this last month has been probably one of the cleanest breakouts I've seen in quite a bit of time. You can really just throw a few hundred shares at a stock and hold it. Next thing you know, you're kind of up. In this kind of market, everything is like more, you just get cleaner trades to the long side. That's all. All right, let's see here. Akba, no, junk. I don't really see anything juicy on the upside. Hey, Ernie, what's up, baby? Let's see if we got any down movers here. No. PCG, minus 4%. So nothing really. I would say out of the gapper list that there's nothing that's prime time. Now, on the other side of things, let's go and see what we have on the regular watches. So send me your tickers, boys and girls, and then I'll go over mine. Hold on. Let me fluff up my cafe here real quick. Give me 1 sec. Good. Ernie, what's up, baby? Nice. Roku, you guys are looking at Roku. Let's take a look. Roku's at a real sweet spot because is this almost like a double top or is it a breakout setup? Ideally this thing would pull back, and then like if you really wanted to be kind of a Roku bull, ideally this thing would pull back and then bust back loose. It's not... Man, it's not ideal. It could be potential, double top. So I expect this one to be a little bit more choppy for a couple days. Man, it'd be nice if TC2000 lets you kind of remove this day. It really goose up your charts. Hey, Ask, what's up, baby? Grandpa John, what's up? Andrew, what's going on? All right, well, let's get into the regular watch list. Shop's starting to come out of range. I think that this one's going to have some heat on it. You've got room on this one up to 400. You have pretty good range on this the last few days. I like this one. ARWR, you've had three big moves on this, 3 big days on this one. So when you get like a stock that's up So if you consider the breakout spot at 48, you're running at 7. So you're up 3 days. If we can get one more big push on this one more big push, you can see the candles completely outside the upper Bollinger Band. One more big push on this, then what we'll do is start watching for a potential rollover. A day 4 push at the open, you start getting lower highs, you could get a nice little snap back. Now the issue on this one is going to be if you can't chase it low because it's got too much momentum. So like if you tried to short it, say it like broke under the VWAP or something, you try to short it, it'll just rip back up. You really got to hit it into a spike and then watch for the lower highs. Otherwise, you end up chasing the entry and you can get squeezed big time. Good. PDD, I got this. This is my number 2. We've got here a breakdown on earnings, and then you had basically a dead cat bounce back into the MAs. Now you got a big red candle to hold right at these MAs. So you can see the range on this one was really good. Liquidity is good on this one. I like this one for a potential short, especially if we start the ORB kind of around yesterday's low. So you start to see ORB pattern or something like that, maybe even a green to red, and you bust through Wednesday's lows, you're going to have yourself a nice opportunity on this one also. Sweet. Dun, 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 dun. What do you got over here? Oh yeah, so this one is STNE. I like this one. You have 2 different patterns that are showing up. 2 different patterns that are showing up. What you got over here? You got a big flat top breakout here, starting to consolidate. Starting to consolidate over here. So, what you got to do on this one is 2 different aspects of things. All right? You got a flat top breakout over here. You thrust out from 39 to 42 on earnings. You can see the big push in volume. See this big green bar here? So you got a big push in volume over there. That's awesome. Now, we've got multiple 3-day consolidation over here. 1, 2, 3. This is very, very nice. You got also, like if you're looking at a 15-minute chart, what do you see over here? You got a trend line setting up. So this is a very, very simple play. Break over this trend line, especially when you start to see one of our patterns show up. So you can break out an ORB over here, or you can break out and do a quick pullback buy. Then you can get this thing to go. Then you are truly ready to roll. I like this one. This is probably, I would give this one my favorite. Oh, yeah. I like this one. I like the liquidity on this one, too. It tends to move pretty well. The one thing I will say on this one, so the caveat, always there's a big hairy Indian butt on some of these kind of plays. This one in particular, like it shakes out sometimes. What I mean by shakeout is, like I've seen this the last couple days. See how like this thing broke out here, like you broke this high here, and you kind of cruising up, and you got close to resistance. You get these kind of random candles where like this is like what we call a shakeout candle, where say you had like a 30-40 cent stop on it. Next thing you know, like you get this like, and then it just pops right back after it stops you out. So you got to be careful of those and really kind of put those into, your calculations of how you're going to end up doing the play. So you can also see over here, like you kind of broke under the VWAP. You're like, oh, maybe it's going to roll over, and then it just rips back up. Yeah, let me look at CCL. I haven't been too into the CCL CCL or CCCL? My bad. Okay. Yo, so this one is this is just a pump and dump. This is not really like a chart play today. This was just a pump and dump. So, you can look at really like any time frame. It won't really matter. Like look at this big tail on this thing. So this is just a pump and dump. All it is just man for a bunch of suckers kind of chase it up, and whoever's been owning this thing for a while will sell off their shares, and then everybody else is stuck with it. You got to stay away from these things. Good, Ernie. STNE is good. JNUG still creeping around. You know what? This thing is finally starting to. It's like just stuck in a range. The range is starting to finally tighten up. So you can see here, you've got a wide range. And you can draw your trend line however you want. But you got a wide range, and you're getting tighter and tighter. So you still need, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to take like 3 or 4 more days to like fill out and tighten up. And then we are good to go. Yeah, here. Let me add the watch list for you guys. Man, Expedia's all right. Let's take a look here. Yeah, Expedia is not bad. You got a rounding bottom over here. A rounding bottom over here, but you're up 4 days in a row. So that one is, just, it's a little bit tricky over there. You got a room from 95, 101. Like, you could still bust up here and get to 115, but I'm 50-50 on that one. What do you think? Yep. All right, put this burl on watch here. I think we're going to need 2 more days of consolidation, and then we are good to go. SE, 38 is like a rock. So what you got to do is 2 things here. You want to put an alert right up at 38. If this thing breaks and holds over 38, this is where you're going to be really having some fun here. I like this one a lot. Its only issue is that it's not holding this 38 like really well. You can see like it kind of pops up and then comes back down, pops up and comes back down, pops up and comes back down. So we just got to be just like a little bit careful on this one. What do you think? You got 3 million in volume. This one is this one's got a nice little level over here. It's going to be one of those ones that sneaks up on you. Like you're not going to be looking, and then it'll just rip over 38 and get it going. CLVS this one's looking real zesty. See how it's up at 13? Today could be an exhaustion gap too. Watch this 200 SMA. If you've got the move. If you got the move here right at the 200, you'll be able to probably short this thing around 1350, 1347. The thing that you got to do on this one that's really, really important is you've got to wait for an intraday pattern. So like, okay, it hits you got to have big picture then little picture. So your bigger picture idea or plan is, okay, if this thing hits around 1340, 1350, I'm going to look at it for potential short. Now, you don't just take it for a potential short just because it happens there. What you still got to do is wait for a pattern. So what you want to do on this is wait for it to get around your level on your bigger picture, then start looking at smaller term time frames for some type of rollover pattern. So you could have lower highs, you could have a green to red, you could ORB to the downside. So you can really do any of those type of plays and couple that with what you see over here. On the other end, like you have one, the move started, let's say, the move started over here, but the last few days, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Good, 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 good. Cool. I like this one too. All right. CGC's got an okay flag developing over here on the daily chart. It potentially could be a bottoming pattern, but there's an issue on this one is going to be that you've got yourself all this resistance on top and then some support on the bottom. That's not going to be anything. Wait till it breaks over this trend line. So if you're looking at the hourly chart, you can see like you've really kind of, after the first push from 14 to 21, you've digested the move. You've digested the move on lower volume, right? Which is important. When you digest the move on lower volume, you can see the volume dying up here. That's a nice thing to do, right? That's a nice thing to do. When you're digesting or consolidating, you want the volume and the volatility to contract. You want it to almost look choppy. Then what starts to happen is as you start to kind of push your way higher, you start to make higher highs, higher lows. That's when you got to really get this thing going, okay? I like this one overall, the overall look of it. If it can hold 18, remember this. If it doesn't hold 18, it's basically going to turn into a short. So you've got to just always know your levels and then get it going. Peloton is a nice daily trader at this point. This is what this stock does. This is how you want to hit it. It does not work well on strength, meaning like if you chase it up high. What you got to do on Peloton is a couple different things. When you get Peloton, what you really want to be doing on this bad boy is like if it dips down at the open, start to like really, you can come in and shred this thing for like any kind of dip down to support. And you can use like different ways to support, but easiest ways, like if you're just looking at price, and you're looking back like the last few days. So you say, okay, like I got different levels of support at 29.30. When it dips down into supports, it just ramps like right back. It doesn't work well if you try to chase it on strength, but it works really, really well like on like just dips back down, and then you see this thing really rip higher. I like this one. It's got a good overall look to it. Yeah. Good, 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 good. What else? What else? Dun, 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 dun. All right. Cool. Alright, so that one looks pretty good. And then INMD. We've got now 3 updates on this one. If it kind of chills out today, it may really set up. I think this one's getting ready for a breakout. 1.4 million shares of volume. It's got tons of heat, though. If you look at the way it's actually moving, you've got really, really good range on this one. So you can, dude, you can really get a good shredder on this bad boy. Cool. What else? What else? What else? Yeah, you know what? Some of these stocks, guys, some of these stocks are okay. Like you can come in and play something like, a Canif on a Friday. But man, these are heartbreakers. These are heartbreakers. Like anybody see SFET? Do you really want to do this on a holiday to yourself? You get like the pump, and then somebody just skeet all over you, and you chase this thing up, and then it just comes roaring back down. That's what happens when you trade small caps on a holiday. I mean, it's Friday. You come into this Canif, and you get smoked out, and then your kid, who's like a nice kid with a good personality, but just got really ugly teeth, a messed up grill, and you're thinking like, man, my daughter's so beautiful, but her grill's messed up, and I want to get her some SDC braces for Black Friday, but now I lost all the money on Canif, and now I can't even get her these SDC braces, so now my kid's going to have this messed up grill, go to school, everybody's going to be calling her, messed up grill face, all because I played Canif on a Friday, couldn't get the Black Friday deal, and now my house is living in shame. My wife is pissed because she's got to look at my daughter's grill. She's helping her floss all day because the teeth are messed up, and it's all because of Canif and Friday. You don't even want to do it. You can do it. If you don't care about your kids, do it. If you don't care about your kids, and you don't care about your daughter's grill, and you just don't like Smile Direct Club, do it. You can do the same thing with ASLN, then you go for it. Now the problem is, if your wife is a good person, and she's looking at your daughter's grill and saying, man, I can't live like this, she's gonna find a man to get those braces. It may not be you. It could be your pool boy. It could be your next door neighbor, John, with the, 1974 used Corvette and his, wraparound sunglasses, drinking Monster Energy drinks. And John said, what, your husband can't get your daughter no braces? And the next thing you know, your wife's seeing John's Corvette, and they're going to Smile Direct. They got the kids sitting on the roof, and you're just left hanging out by yourself on Thanksgiving, on Black Friday, doing nothing. Watching that stupid Irishman movie that was like 4 hours long that nobody could even figure out. That's the type of shit that happens. DLTR does look pretty good. If it breaks below these lows, you're good to go. Yeah, Tesla, what's up? Well, the good thing is you wouldn't have to pay for the braces. I mean, the Irishman was okay, but it was really long. I only made it through the first hour before I fell asleep. So I may have to try it again. DLTR looks really nice. So if you look at like kind of 30-minute chart, you can see here there's just a level here at 92-ish. If you kind of break under this, I think that you'll be okay. Hey, I didn't say it was a good movie or bad movie. I just said it was really long. This shit's 4 hours. What are you supposed to do in 4 hours? You can build Rome in that time. The end didn't even show any boobies the first hour and a half. What kind of gangster movie doesn't have any sex in it? I didn't understand it. Who knows? Taslim, let's see here. Why don't you email me? I'm not exactly sure what you're talking about. All right, let's see what else. So what are the faves for today? We got Piton. Yeah, we got Piton. I think CGC, CLVS short looks pretty good. STNE, and then PDD short. These are the faves. There are no good gappers. No good gappers today. Look, Labu is really extended, but it may not be a short yet. You know, you've got yourself, if you're looking at Labu on the XBI, I think that you're right at this resistance spot. So for like a quick trade, yeah, you could go in because it is extended and you got a quick trade. You could go in with the LBD for like a reversal trade. LBD trade's a little bit funky, but you know, Labu is its opposite ETF. It's got a little bit more range. They'll boot the same. So you can short Labu or you can long LABD. I think these are the spots. Alright, cool. I like this. You know what? Whoever just said that, this is a good idea too. Ask. I think that Danny, yeah, we put Labu on the list too, bros. It looks good. Faux show. Add that to the top of the list. I like it. Yeah, let's do this. Let me see here. Let me open up a new chart. Good. VWAP. All right, let's rock and roll, people. You know what we got to do today. I'm anticipating one awesome hour and then dead. Now, I've been wrong many a times in my life, so who knows how it really turns out. But yeah, I'm anticipating one awesome hour and then dead. So what we got to do is shred this thing hard the first hour. If you got an A+ setup, you may even go a little bit extra size. All right, let's do what we got to do.